Well, hello and good afternoon, my dear friends and followers of JC's Online English School. Okay, I had to reconnect the video again because apparently the camera wasn't working properly. Now everything seems to be working fine. Okay, so once again, welcome back to level B2, upper intermediate. Okay, this is online class number 16. My name is JC and I'm broadcasting live from Madrid, the capital of the country. And today we're going to talk about common phrases in meetings and presentations, part 2. Okay, if you couldn't watch the video last week, I suggest you do so as soon as possible. So this is a continuation from last week. Okay, so once again, common phrases in meetings and presentations part 2. Let me make sure we have a good connection this time and the camera is working properly. And indeed it is, yes. So now the camera is working all right. A few minutes ago the camera wasn't working, but now everything seems to be working fine. That's fine. Okay, good. So once again, welcome, yes sir. Welcome to JC's Online English School. All right, let's get started. Once again, this is a continuation of the previous lesson from last week. Remember, I broadcast Monday through Friday. Every single day, it's a different level. Okay, A1 on Mondays, A2 on Tuesdays, B1 on Wednesdays, B2 on Thursdays, and C1 on Fridays. Okay, so today it is Thursday, therefore we have a B2 level class. Okay, so welcome to JC's Online English School. Let me tell you something. We are in collaboration with Aircrew Aviation. Okay, and there you have the web page and the telephone number in case you are interested in obtaining a TCP course, okay, or a TCP license to be a flight attendant. Okay, so once again, we have started our collaboration with Aircrew Aviation. Okay, and there you have the information right there. Okay, so we're not alone anymore. Okay, very good. So, as I said before, there are 6 English levels: A1, A2, B1, B2, and C1, and C2. And today is Thursday, therefore we concentrate on level B2, which is upper intermediate. Okay, now the date, because I'm broadcasting live from Madrid, the capital of the country, once again. Therefore, today's day, okay, here it is. Today, British first, bottom right hand corner. Today is Thursday, the 17th of December, 2020. Okay, American. Today is Thursday, December 17th, 2020. All right. Okay, very good. So, what else do I have prepared for you? As usual, I have today's expression. Okay, I have an expression in every single level, in every single class, and today it is no exception. Okay, so today's expression goes as follows. Piece of cake. Okay, piece of cake. What is that? Piece of cake means something very easy to do. Okay, a piece of cake means something very easy to do. For instance, how was your test today? And the other person answers, well, it was a piece of cake. In other words, it was extremely easy. Okay, so piece of cake, today's expression is piece of cake, and it means something very easy to do. How was your test today? Oh, it was a piece of cake. Okay. How are Jaycee's classes? Oh, they are a piece of cake to understand. Yeah, piece of cake. Okay. So piece of cake, something very easy to do. That is today's expression. Okay, let's move on with some vocabulary. Okay, yes, sir. Vocabulary. Other ways to say goodbye. Okay, we're going to study other ways to say goodbye today. There are several. Here they are. The first one is the easiest. Bye. Simple as that. See you or see ya. Gotta go, gotta go. Farewell, yes, sir, farewell. Take care. Bye for now. See you soon. See you later. Keep in touch. Catch you later. And catch up later and catch you later. Okay, the last two are very similar. Catch up later and catch you later. Okay, let me read them again. Again, these are other ways to say goodbye. We have bye, see you, gotta go, farewell, take care, bye for now, see you soon, see you later, keep in touch, catch up later, and catch you later. All right. So, those are different ways to say goodbye. It's important to know them. Okay, very good. Instead of using bye, bye, bye all the time, you can use one of those. See you later is very commonly used. See you later. Take care. Gotta go. Okay, keep in touch. Those are the most common ones. Okay, very good. So, a little bit more of vocabulary. Yes, sir. We're going to review, at least there are many, but I just selected a few here. So we're going to review a list of compound adjectives together with their meaning. Okay, their meanings. Okay, so you can have a single adjective or a compound adjective. Okay, this will be very beneficial for your vocabulary. Okay, so I will be reading the vocabulary or the adjective, the compound adjective, the meaning, and an example. Okay, so it will be easier to understand and to learn. All right, for example, the first one is open-minded. Okay, open-minded means willing to consider ideas and opinions. Okay, sometimes, well, you are open minded, not necessarily everybody agrees with you, but if you are open minded, you are willing to consider other people's ideas and opinions. Okay, sometimes we're right, sometimes we're wrong, but let's try to be as open minded as possible. Okay, let me give you an example. You can talk to her about anything. She's very open minded. All right. Me too. I try to be open minded. That doesn't necessarily mean that I agree with what everybody says, of course, but I try to be open minded. So, yes, willing to consider ideas and opinions. Okay. Red handed. Whoa, baby. Red handed means, he or she did a crime or something wrong. Okay. For example, the man was caught red handed in robbery. Oh, yeah. He was doing something wrong and he was caught red-handed. Okay, red-handed. The next one is tight-fisted. Ooh, tight-fisted. Tight-fisted means somebody who is mean, not generous with money. Okay, for instance, don't wait for Gillian to buy you a drink. She's too tight-fisted. Okay, she will never treat you for a drink. Okay, do you know anybody like that? I know a few people. Okay, the next one is well earned. Well earned. Well earned means deserved. Okay, for instance, Liz won't be at work next week. She's having a well earned rest. Okay, she's been working very hard lately and she's having or enjoying a well earned rest. Okay, next one self reliant. Self reliant means independent. Self reliant means independent. I repeat, for example, learning self-reliance, okay, is a slow, hard process, and it is, yes. So learning self-reliance, how to be independent, is a slow, hard process, okay. And the last one, self-centered or self-centered. Okay, that means selfish. Selfish. For instance, he was self-centered or centered, but he wasn't cruel. Well, that's good. Okay, we all have some positive good and negative things. So we all have flaws, by the way. But so anyway, he was self-centered, but he wasn't cruel. All right. So let me repeat them again: open-minded, red-handed, tight-fisted, well-earned, self-reliant, and self-centered. Okay, so those are just a few of the many, many, many compound adjectives that the English language has. Okay, let's move on. Let's see. Now, this is today's topic, common phrases in meetings and presentations. Okay, all right. So, first of all, let me tell you that let's talk about the importance of the English language as we did last week. Now, a few points to consider. For instance, language is the essential, English is the essential language for communication. True, true. Nobody can deny that. Another thing important thing to consider is that better language equals better communication equals confidence. Yes, sir. If you speak a language properly, you will be able to communicate better and it will give you much more confidence than if you don't. Okay, next one. English is the lingua franca of the world. So everybody speaks English around the planet. Okay, better or worse, but most people speak it. Okay. Now, English is the associate official language. Yes, it is associate official language. English is the language of science and technology as well. Okay. And English offers us treasures of knowledge in all subjects. Okay. Whatever subject you're interested in, for sure there will be something in English for sure. Not always in every language. In any other languages, no, but in English for sure, for sure. So there you have it, importance of English. And of course, as it could be any other way, it is very important in meetings and presentations, and that is today's topic. So let's begin. Okay, here's the situation giving advice and making suggestions. Okay, giving advice and making suggestions. Okay, the sentences that you can use are the following. Okay, once again, I have divided these transparencies or screens in different categories. In this case, again, we're going to be talking about giving advice and making suggestions. And the sentences that you can use are the following. The winners are, let's, we should, why don't we, how about, or what about? You can use either one of those, how or what. And the last one is I suggest that or I recommend that. Okay, so once again, giving advice and making suggestions. Let's, we should, why don't we, how about or what about, and I suggest that and I recommend that in terms of, once again, giving advice and making suggestions. But now let's change the topic and let's talk about clarifying things. When you're not sure about something, you need to clarify it in order to avoid making mistakes later on. So, clarifying and the sentences that we can use for clarifying things, among others, okay, these are just examples, remember. So, some of the sentences that you can use are, for instance, let me spell it out, or have I made that clear? Or let me put it another way. Let me put it another way. Or I just like to repeat that. Or do you see what I'm getting at? Do you see what I'm getting? In other words, do you understand what I'm saying? So once again, clarifying. Let me spell it out. Have I made that clear? Let me put it another way. I just like to repeat that. Do you see what I'm getting at? Okay, all right. That is in terms of clarifying. Let's move on to the next category, which is requesting information. Okay, now we're going to talk about sentences related to requesting information. And the winners are just four in this case. Okay, let's read them together. You could say, please, could you, okay, or I'd like you to, or would you mind? And finally, I wonder if you could. Okay, so once again, talking about requested information, we have the following sentence that we can use. Please, could you? I'd like you to. Would you mind? I wonder if you could. All right. Next category is asking for repetition. Okay. When you want to hear it again because maybe you couldn't understand it the first time around or because you're not sure you heard it correctly. Okay, so asking for repetition. And the winners are, I'm afraid I didn't quite catch that. Could you repeat what you just said? So once again, I'm afraid I didn't quite catch that. Could you repeat what you just said? Or you can also say, I missed that. Could you say it again, please? I missed that. Could you say it again, please? Okay, all right. And a last sentence that you can use is, could you run that past me again, please? Could you run that past me again, please? Okay, so once again, we're talking about asking for repetition. Okay, I'm afraid I didn't quite catch that. Could you repeat what you just said? Or I missed that. Could you say it again, please? And could you run that past me again, please? Okay, that is in terms of asking for repetition. Okay, all right. So there is another one. Asking for clarification. Clarification, and the winners for this one are, because sometimes it's not quite clear and you just want to make sure you understand it properly. And you can say, I don't quite follow you. No, I don't quite follow you. Or what exactly do you mean? I'm sorry, I didn't get it. Or could you explain to me how it's going to work? All right. Or I can see what you're getting at. Could we have some more details, please? All right. So once again, asking for clarification. I don't quite follow you. Or what exactly do you mean? Or could you explain to me how it's going to work? Or I can see what you're getting at, so could we have some more details, please? Okay, so four options here that you can use when you're asking for clarification. Okay, so that is in terms of common phrases in meetings and presentations. Okay, I hope you liked it. I hope you can add a few sentences to your vocabulary, to your list of things that you can say. And now we're going to talk about around the world, around the world. Okay, today's city is Rio de Janeiro. I told you last week that we're going to study this one today. I've had the blessing and the opportunity to be there at least 8 or 10 times, and I'm not exaggerating. Short times every time I went, but yeah, 8 or 10 times, especially when I was young. The last time I was there was in 1993, but nevertheless, I've been there. So, country Brazil, of course, highest elevation above sea level, 1,020 meters, okay, or 3,349 feet. All right. And the lowest elevation, of course, is 0 meters or 0 feet. Okay, 0 meters, of course, a coastal city. The area, 1,221 square kilometers or 486.5 square miles. Okay. Population, a little bit over or close to 7 million people, which is quite a lot. Close to 7 people, 7 million, 6,7, close to 7 million people. Okay, famous for a few things. For instance, Christ the Redeemer over the Corcovado Mountain. Okay, I was there and I loved it. Yes, Christ the Redeemer. Okay, I think it's one of the seven wonders of the world right now. Botanical Garden, yes, the Botanical Garden. I was there as well. Beautiful, impressive. Okay. The Sugarloaf Mountain, yes, connected with the cable cars. I loved it. I just loved it. The views are spectacular over the mountain. Okay. Ipanema Beach and Copacabana Beach. I don't know which one is the most beautiful of the two. Probably, I don't know. Copacabana is bigger. Copacabana is bigger and longer. But they're together. I mean, first Ipanema and then Copacabana. I love them both. Maracanã Football Stadium, yes, impressive. I was there watching a football match live. At that time, back in the 80s, it had a capacity for 200,000 people because everybody was standing. Okay, and then they had seats, and now I think it has a capacity for about half, about 100,000, which is a lot still. But it was impressive. I loved it too. And last but not least, I haven't seen it. Tijuca National Park. I haven't seen that one. It is the largest urban rainforest on the planet. But again, I've never been there, so I cannot give you my opinion or impressions about that one. But the other places I've seen them. And Rio de Janeiro is still my favorite city around the planet. And I've been to a few, not all of them, of course, but I've been to a few. I've had that blessing, and it's still my favorite. Rio de Janeiro, ladies and gentlemen. So I recommend you to go and visit it whenever you get a chance. Okay, and when the pandemic ends, of course. Okay, now today's joke. All right, hope you like it. It's a little bit long, but okay, my dog is here with me. She finally was able to enter the room. She couldn't enter because the door was closed. Hello, Iki. How are you? Okay, so yes, sir. Let's read a little bit about this joke. It's a little bit long, but it's good nevertheless. So a burglar breaks into a house one night, thinking there is nobody home, when suddenly he hears these words: "Jesus is watching you." Hmm. The burglar turns around, surprised, and seeing a parrot staring at him, he says, "Did you say that?" And the parrot answers, okay, here comes the other half of the joke, okay. So anyway, the parrot answers, "Yes, I did." "Who the heck are you?" asks the burglar. "My name is Moses," answers the parrot. "What kind of people name a parrot Moses?" asks the burglar. The parrot answers, "The same kind of people who named a 100-kilogram Doberman dog Jesus." Okay. So the name of the dog was Jesus. Anyway, I think it's a good joke. I hope you like it. And so let's move on. Okay, today's inspirational thought, something a little bit more serious. Okay, today's inspirational thought goes like this: then do good, and good will come to you. Mhm. I believe that. I truly do. So do good, and good will come to you. Mhm. Never get tired of doing good, because sooner or later, good will come to you. I've experienced that in my life. Yes, I'm 53 years old, and I always try to do my best with whatever I do. I'm trying to help people as if I can, of course. And many good things have come back to me. So I believe it. Once again, do good, and good will come back to you, or will come to you. All right. Okay, that's all for today, ladies and gentlemen. To learn more, subscribe to my channel. Okay, this is Online English School. All right. I hope you liked the video. If you did, click on the button. Okay, push the like button and share it with friends or relatives who might be interested in what I shared today about meetings and presentations and the beautiful city of Rio de Janeiro. Okay, and the joke with the parrot. So yes, I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers. Thanks to you all. Okay, I hope that by the end of the year I will have that number, the magic number of 1,000 subscribers. I think right now I have about 972, which is not a bad number in just 3 months, 3.5 months. So yes, thank you very much for your subscriptions. And if you haven't subscribed yet, don't delay it any longer. Okay, don't wait any longer. All right, let's see what else. If anybody wants to have classes with me, I have 3 classes right after this video. You can contact me at the number on your screen, 34663072251. Okay, or you can contact me at my email address, gmailexpress@gmail.com. All right. So that's all for today, folks. Okay. Thank you so much for your attention. Have a nice day. And I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow with level C1. Remember, on Fridays, I broadcast a level C1 lesson. And tomorrow, there will be no exception. Okay. Tomorrow will be level number 16 as well. Every day, I broadcast a different lesson. according to the level. Okay, so tomorrow will be lesson 16 for level C1, and so far I have taught 16 lessons in every level. Okay, A1, A2, B1, B2, and C1. Okay, but for now that's all. Thank you for your attention. Have a nice day, and God bless you. Bye bye. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow.